Welcome everybody to another edition of Universe Mode. We are on the second episode of Smackdown. Let's see what tonight brings us. We've got some interesting things in store tonight, including the rebirth of the Hardcore Championship. Tonight we're going to have a 4-way Extreme Rules match to crown a brand new Hardcore Champion. I'm not going to let you know who the participants are in that match yet. You'll just have to wait and see and stick around to the end of the show. We also have a huge tag team match as a main event. We've got WWE Champion Kofi Kingston teaming up with Kevin Owens to take on John Cena and Sami Zayn. That's going to be our main event later tonight, but first up, we have got a mixed tag team contest. Jeff Hardy teaming up with his old partner from Team Extreme, Lita, to take on the sort of dream team of Shinsuke Nakamura and the boss Sasha Banks. Let's see what this brings us. Let's see what goes on here to open SmackDown this evening. Always thought Lita had a badass entrance. One fall.
Introducing first, from Sanford, North Carolina, Lita.
I'm sure there's meant to be a T in there. Lita, not Lita. The name is not spelled L-E-A-D-E-R. It's spelled L-I-T-A. But anyway, here's Lita in the camo pants. She means business. Apparently camo pants mean business. This is new shit that I'm just coming up with. Business equals camo pants. Her tag team partner this evening, the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship, it's Jeffrey Nero Hardy. Yes, I know his full name.
From Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 225 pounds, Jeff Hardy!
Zombie Hardy, apparently. Jeffrey here is looking to gain some momentum heading into the pay-per-view match going against Shinsuke Nakamura. Don't ask me why I said it like that. Thought it'd be a cool thing and it just made me sound weird. I appreciate this. I realise this already. But Jeff rocking the rainbows. Happy Pride, everybody. I don't know when this is coming out, this episode, but it's being recorded during Pride Month, so fuck knows when it actually comes out, but currently, Happy Pride, everybody. It's either a really delayed Happy Pride or, you know, whatever. And their opponents, legit boss, except she's not actually the boss. She doesn't pay anybody.
And from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
She certainly don't fucking pay me. No one pays me for this shit. I should really look into that, shouldn't I? I'm not getting paid to do any of this. But either way, here comes the legit boss. That was in inverted commas. Where do you get those? Are they rings? Would you class them as rings? I don't know if you class them as rings. They're kind of more brass knuckles. Why doesn't she use those? Has she ever used those? Somebody correct me if she has. I don't think she has. But either way, her tag team partner, the Intercontinental Champion, the artist, The Rock Star, if you believe some of the weird nicknames that WWE have given him in the past. The King of Strong Style, Mr. Shinsuke Nakamura.
Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion. He is the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura.
I was going to say, I think this might be the first time there's been a multi-man match, like quite a fair few people in this. 4 people competing in this match, and Jeff Hardy is the heaviest in it. Alright, Lita, just get right in the way of the camera shot, love. It's fine. God damn it, Kevin Dunn. Nakamura in his all-leather bodysuit. Been shopping in Amsterdam. He's loving life since leaving Japan. That wasn't funny, I'm sorry. Either way, we're starting off with the ladies. Lita and Sasha Banks kicking things off here. Snapmare by Lita, starting things off hot. The veteran. Feels weird to call Lita a veteran, even though she's been here forever. You never sit there and think of her as a vet, you know. You don't think of her as seasoned or anything like that, because she's not exactly old. Oh God. Head scissors there by Sasha. Lita taking a breather. Still saying she's not old. She's still a fair bit older than Sasha. She has the experience advantage without a doubt. That forearm shot sending Sasha out of the ring brings Shinsuke in with a tag to Jeff. Russian leg sweep there by Mr. Jeff Hardy. Don't know why I'm doing the whole Mr. thing. Clearly I miss Mr. Kennedy. Subconsciously. Do you remember that time in TNA where Mr. Kennedy and Jeff Hardy formed a tag team and they called themselves the Creature of the Night's Arseholes? Or was that just me? Am I the only person that remembers that? That was a fucking awful team name. Creatures of the Night's Arseholes. Anyway, Jeffy with the crucifix driver there to Shinsuke. Standing him back up now. Is he taking him into the corner? No. Oh yes. Yes he is. Tag there to Lita. In comes Sasha. Gets caught with a kick to the ribs. What are these two doing? What are they going for? Double kicks to the ribs. And double Shining Wizards. I don't remember ever seeing Jeff Hardy or Lita ever hit a Shining Wizard in either of their careers, but apparently they're doing it now. Now they're teaming. I can turn and say that Jeff's brother Matt is going to be in competition later tonight. Oh, slam down there by Sasha, grabbing the hair. Sasha not afraid to play the not afraid to play dirty. I will get my words out. Bulldog there to Lita. Cover. Is this going to be it? One. No. Early kick out by Lita. She's like, that shit ain't gonna finish me. What do you take me for? Lita's a multiple time women's champion. Here comes Shinsuke and clutches Jeff Hardy. Cuts him off at the pass. Now what are these two going to do? Double super kicks. Nice. Shinsuke, big boot to the ribs. Trying to kick the bottom 2 ribs of Jeff Hardy out of his body. We know Jeff Hardy's a Marilyn Manson fan. Clearly Shinsuke Nakamura knows that as well. He's going for the meme with Manson there. Removing the bottom 2 ribs. Jeff with a snake eyes. I don't think I've ever seen Jeff Hardy do a snake eyes before. These guys are all pulling shit out of the bag that we've not seen them do. Guillotine. Slingshot, guillotine. I apologise, I apparently can't get my words out. Oh my god, twist of fate, stunner out of fucking nowhere. Jeff goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, so close. Sasha was in there to break it, but didn't quite get there in time. Luckily, Nakamura was able to kick out. Luckily for her, at least, and for him. Back against the ropes, Jeff just punches him in the face. Going for another slingshot guillotine. And connects again. Interesting that Nakamura was not able to get out of that, despite the fact it was the second time. Shinsuke now stands Jeff back to his feet. Multiple punches and a forearm to the face. That was nasty. In comes Sasha, so automatically in comes Lita. Mixed tag rules, men versus men, women versus women. Slaps the wrist away, kick to the gut. Twist of fate from Lita. There's a twist of fate both from Jeff and from Lita. Jeff had the stunner version. Lita quite get the pin with her cutter version. Sasha going for Lita and Lita going for Sasha and both missing. Apparently they've both got into my whiskey stash. I only say that because I have been drinking tonight, so. Hurricane sending Lita to the outside. Sasha talking shit. And pays for it because Lita just grabs her by the hair, ragging her around. Slams her into the corner. Oh look, it slammed her into the middle buckle. And Lita appears to be talking shit herself. Tag into Jeff, who clotheslines Nakamura. Damn near takes his head off. Double super kick from Lita and Jeff. Both these two teams are doing surprisingly well with each other. Reverse scoops on by Nakamura. Points to the sky. Shinsuke's got to be feeling good right now. Going for the cover now to Jeff. I don't think that's going to do it. No. Jeff's far too resilient. This is a dude who's like thrown himself off the stage. Like stupidly high up. Thrown himself like 20-30 feet. That might do it though. That might knock him the hell out. Kinshasa. I can't pronounce it. Kinshasa. There we go. I can pronounce it. It just takes me a second. Either way, it didn't get the win. Go for the landslide. Landslide from Nakamura. What's he going for? Wait, Sasha just got down from the corner. Sasha apparently doesn't want any part of this match. She's pissed. Nakamura can't be happy about that. Nakamura trying now to go against Jeff. Jeff managed to counter it. Tornado DDT maybe? Damn right it is. Drops Nakamura on his dome piece. Stands him back up. Kick to the ribs. No, Nakamura catches it. Hook up into a power bomb. The one-on-one match between these two is going to be absolutely incredible. Apparently my DualShock 4 battery level is low. Ignore that. I'm plugging it in right now. Helping the battery. Breaking kayfabe. Now we're all plugged back in. Sasha's got Lita hooked up. A guillotine there on the bottom rope. Not quite the slingshot guillotine that Jeff was doing earlier, but very similar. Different variant. Sasha hooks her up. Neck breaker there. Holds the legs. Rests her face against Lita's arse to pin her. And it gets the victory. Sasha Banks and the Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura getting the win there. With a twist of fate stunner from Jeff Hardy earlier in the match. We know that at the coming pay-per-view, Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura are going against each other for the Intercontinental Championship. Lita and Sasha Banks have not yet secured a place on the card, but they've got to be thinking about the possibility of going for that SmackDown Women's Championship. That middle turnbuckle is going fucking crazy there.
Here are your winners, Sasha Banks and Shinsuke Nakamura.
That sounded like you were gonna do a full name for a tag team there, Greg. Either way, Sasha gets a big victory pinning Lita, pinning the Vet, which by proxy gives Nakamura the victory as well over Jeff Hardy, despite the fact that Nakamura did not pin Jeff. Anyway, moving on. Apparently coming up next, another women's division match. Liv Morgan looking to prove herself, going against Maurice. See which one of these two can really solidify themselves in the SmackDown Women's Championship rankings. No one's really stood out yet in this ranking, in this division. No one's really proved themselves to the point where you think they're definitely the number one contender. No one's really shone yet. Everyone's been doing well, but no one's really stood out. Here comes Liv Morgan.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Making her way to the ring from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
Liv, one of the youngest members of the women's division, here on SmackDown specifically. She's got her work cut out for her tonight against a former Divas champion, and I believe a former women's champion. She was definitely Divas champion. I definitely 110% remember her holding the Divas title back in the day.
From Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Maurice.
I'm not 100% sure I remember holding the women's, but I definitely remember holding the Divas. Either way, she's a former champion and Liv is not. I don't think Liv's even held the women's tag titles yet. So, experience definitely goes to Maurice. By comparison, Liv is still very green. She's still very young. So is the Vet going to be able to take full advantage of that, or is the new blood going to be able to establish herself here and maybe put herself in contendership for a title shot? Title shot? I can't speak today. Facebuster by Maurice straight off the bat. Maurice is not messing around. Cover already. One, no. Liv Morgan not going to go down that easily. She's not going to go down to one move. It's going to take a little bit more than that to put her away. Oh, Jesus. Dr. Teeth there for Maurice. Maurice doing a Brit Breaker. She thinks she's a dentist. Snap suplex. Liv Morgan already not doing too well. Maurice is just beating the shit out of her, to be honest. Pendulum backbreaker there. Like I said, Maurice is just having her way with Liv. Spins around to the backbreaker and just tosses her on the ground, talking shit. Hooks her up. What's she going for now? Another neck breaker. Come on, Liv. Thought you'd at least get a shot in. There we go. Bit of a counter. Picks her up onto the shoulders. What's she going for? Goes to the corner and Snake Eyes style drops her. Like I said, Liv's not the most experienced, but she's got spunk, you know. She's got chutzpah, or whatever the hell you call it. She's got a bit of fire in her. Big bulldog there from Liv, dropping Maurice on her face. Liv now starting to gain a little bit of advantage over the Vet. Pushed away. Drops her down into a Fujiwara armbar. It's pretty impressive. And an impressive counter here from Liv. That was nice. Rolled through. Goes to a headstand. Into a leg head scissors. Drops her again with that Snake Eyes style fireman's carry drop thing. There's probably an official name for it. Someone will correct me later. Pendulum backbreaker again to Liv. Liv got a bit of a flurry going, but she can't seem to sustain any offense. But I suppose I could say a similar thing about Maurice. Maurice sustains a little bit of offense, but she can't hold it for long. Snapmare there from Liv. Goes for a dropkick, lands on her face, made her look like a fucking idiot. Big back elbow, but Liv kips straight back up into a clothesline. That came out of nowhere. Stomp there to Maurice's shoulder. Stomp to her knee. Standing back up. She's going for now. Thrown to the outside. Maurice holds on, stays in the apron. Counters there. Forearm smash. Back into the ring. Kick to the gut. These two are back and forth now. Getting even. Head scissors takedown from Liv. Gotta think that one of these two has gotta be thinking about taking a big shot, you know, going for that home run swing, going for the finish. Liv just threw herself on the floor to kip up automatically on her own because she likes to show off, apparently. Big punch to Maurice's face. Miz is not going to be happy about that. Miz says his is the money maker. Maurice has got to think kind of similar. They're an attractive couple, let's face it. Big back body drop there to Liv, and the cover. Forearm to the face. One. Only a 1 count again. Neither one of these two ladies seem to be able to sustain a substantial victory over the other. Like, substantial advantage. Neither one of them seems to be able to hold it, but a big super kick from Maurice. That could be it. 1, 2, no. Liv again able to survive. Oh, but Maurice is looking to end it now. Maybe going for the French kiss. Take to the gut. DDT. French kiss DDT. That's it. Good night, Liv. Nice knowing you. Weirdly seductive pin there for Maurice. But she stands tall once again. You gotta think Maurice is putting herself in position for a women's title shot. Thinking ahead to the pay-per-view here, I'm thinking there's a good possibility that Maurice might be challenging for that Smackdown women's title. I can't say for certain, but right now she's put herself in contendership. But there's an argument that's supposed to be made that so has Sasha after earlier. Well, we will resolve this in the coming weeks. Without a shadow of a doubt, we will get a #1 contender for the SmackDown Women's title. A couple of women starting to break away from the herd here. Let's see what's happening going forward tonight. What's coming up next? What have we got next, folks, in the truck? Like I have a truck. Oh, interesting. After last week, when the Dark Order made their presence known and challenged the New Day for the Tag Team Championships, we now have Xavier Woods going one-on-one with Evil Uno. Evil Uno's debut match here on SmackDown. It's one-on-one with one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And you gotta think, if Uno is able to get the victory here, if Uno is able to secure that win, then maybe, just maybe, the Dark Order can just jump the queue and go straight for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. You gotta think that's what they're thinking. They only made an appearance last week. They've not even been around before that. They just showed up on the stage.
Oh, WWE Universe!
All right.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your tag champs and feel the power!
Thanks, Big E. Just cut me off. It's alright. It's not like I'm the one commentating here. If you're going to cut me off, at least come and join me at the commentary booth. I could really do with it. I could really do with a commentary partner. We've got all the props. Boot Your Cereal going to the crowd. Xavier Woods has got the trombone. I believe we call her Francesca. One fall.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied 5 pounds, one half of the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods.
Woodsy baby. Woodsy baby. Mr. Xavier Woods, Mr. Austin Creed, depending on where you know him from. See, the trombone, it just makes it. I missed the trombone. I want the trombone back. What am I talking about? The trombone was right there. Woodsy babies. He's getting himself ready to take on.
And his opponent from the other side of darkness.
Okay.
In at 220 pounds, the Player One.
The Player One. That was his old name. He's now Evil Uno. He's not Player One anymore. And either way, one half the Dark Order, Mr. Evil Uno, and his tag team partner Stu Grayson. Grayson, the ripped one. Evil Uno, the less ripped one. But it's going to be really interesting to see what these two bring to the table. They've made their names known in other companies over the years. They've shown what they can do, and they are both incredibly dangerous. Evil Uno specifically is very cunning. He's a very intelligent competitor. He knows what he's doing in there, and he will take every single advantage possible. Grayson is a little different. Grayson is much more of a technical performer. He's more of a show-off. Whereas Uno is more intelligent. I think they're like the two sides of Eddie Guerrero. When you take Eddie Guerrero, you think, what's he good at? He's good at high-flying technical ability, and he's good at being sneaky and cunning. That's the Dark Order. That's Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. They both embody separate sides of that Eddie Guerrero philosophy. Where Stu Grayson is the technical high-flyy guy, Evil Uno is the intelligent and cunning, sneaky guy. So they make a very dangerous pair. A big shoulder block off the top, taking Xavier Woods to the ground there. An exploder suplex, well, more of a T-bone actually, because he kept hold of it. And choking Woods now, choking him down. The referee don't give a shit. What do I pay you for, ref? Big shot to the ribs, and another kick to the ribs. Uno is starting to really take advantage now. Powerbomb position, what's he going for? He's walking him over to the corner, but Woods starting to fight back. Starting to get out of it. Big clothesline there, dropping Uno to the ground. Shot to the face. Picks him up, fireman's carry position. Drops him on the rope, stun gun style. What the hell? He apparently just bounced to his feet. Clothesline, knocks him back into the corner. Choking him out now. Gotta think Uno's thinking to himself, he needs to make an impression here. This is his first match on SmackDown. A big uppercut shot nearly took Woods' jaw off, nearly sent it into the 7th row. And a cover. Come on, ref. That was entirely the ref's fault that wasn't at least a 2. And DDT from Woodsy. Trying to get the audience into it. I can hear very little clapping. I thought there'd be more. Hooking the arms, big stretch out there. There's probably a name for that as well, but I don't know it. Stomp to the arm. Hooks him up there with another armbar. Excuse me. Twists him round, drops it to the ground. The hell? Wheelbarrow facebuster from Xavier Woods. Where the fuck did that come from? When did Xavier Woods start taking pages out of the likes of Rey Mysterio's book? He managed to get a 2 count there, and Big E looks concerned. Why does he look concerned? Woods is in control here. TKO from Woods. See, Stu Grayson looks concerned, but there's a reason for that. Woodsy baby to the top rope. Big elbow drop. Goes for the cover. 1. Could this be it? 2. No, just barely. Barely Uno was able to get out of that. Stands him up. Goes for a kick to the ribs, but caught. Hooks him up. And I'm not sure if that was a choke slam or a spine buster or something along the sorts. Stands him back up. Over the ropes. Woods apparently stopping, sliding out of the ring. Goes to hook up Uno there and fails. Well, these two giving each other the runaround right now. Shot to the ribs from Uno. Big punch to the face. Go behind. Electric chair. What's he going for? Catches him. Oh my god! I'm not even sure what to call that, but whatever the fuck it was brutal as hell. Fully headbutt onto Woods' face. Jesus, how Woods kicked out of that, I do not know. That's like broken neck, concussion, spinal trauma, everything rolled into one. That move was nasty. It's the kind of shit this company usually bans. It was kind of a pump handle slam. Pump handled him and just launched him. Woods reverses it. Drop toe hold. There's a good possibility there that I think Uno might have busted himself open. TKO from Woods. But Uno straight back to his feet. Just no-sells the shit out of it. Arm drag. Pace is really picking up now. Octopus hold there from Xavier. Uno very close to the ropes, but he's not able to reach and grab hold of them. But he is able to break out of it into a sidewalk slam. Pace slows again a little. Hooks him up. Flatliner. Is that it? Is that all she wrote? No, it's not. This might be though. Sleeper hold. Got the legs in. He's got him hooked. He's got him trapped. That's it. Woodsy boy chaps out. Evil Uno gets the victory. Dark Order 1, New Day 0. You've got to think that's got to put the Dark Order in contendership. They called out the New Day last time. They called them out last week. And now Evil Uno gets a victory over one half of the Tag Team Champions. You've got to think this puts them in contendership. I'm not sure what else would. You've pinned one half of the champions. What else would you need to do to warrant at least getting a title shot? I'd book that. I'd book Dark Order versus the New Day. That move was fucking brutal.
Here is your winner, the Player 1.
Again, that's his old name. Player 1 is his old name. Evil Uno is his name. Player Uno was a former name in a different company a long time ago. He's been Evil Uno for a while now. Either way, that was an impressive victory there from Uno. I was legitimately shocked with that one. Wait a minute, what the hell is this? Apparently we're getting word that some shit's going down backstage between The Fiend and Mr. McMahon. I mean, we saw last week there was that triple threat match with Mr. McMahon, Sting and The Fiend. And God knows why Vince decided to put himself in between that, between the Fiend and Sting. But he did. And either way, something's going on backstage now. We've just seen the graphic come up saying that this is what's going on. Let's get back there and see what's actually happening. Come on, cameras. Find what's going on. We're looking for it. We're waiting. Okay, we're just appearing back here, backstage. And apparently the Fiend is just trying to attack Vinnie Mac. Vince slaps him. The fuck is going on here? Looks like Andrade is in the background over there being interviewed. And the Fiend has just come after Vinnie Mac. He's come after the boss of the entire company. Thrown into the boxes over there. Thrown into those road crates. Vince is a fighter though. Vince is not just going to go down without a fight. Regardless of who it is that he's meant to be going against. Even if it is the Fiend. Big shot there. Big left-handed shot. Launching Vince towards the ring actually. Oh, drops him on his face. Again, Vince is scrappy. Vince in the full suit as well. Just here, suited up. Suited and booted. I have no idea what's happening here. But apparently we just have a full-on backstage brawl between the Fiend and Mr. McMahon. Another shot to the ribs. Fiend's sister Abigail on the concrete. How is Vince still awake? How is Vince still conscious? The Fiend trying to choke him out now. But Vince kicks Fiend in the head. Apparently Vince is not done. The boss is having none of this. Launches Wyatt back into Gorilla. And now Vince choking Wyatt. Granted, they're covered by the road crates there, but we can just about make out what's happening. That was almost a kick to the dick. These two just not letting up. Vince shots to the face, multiple shots to the face, brings the Fiend to a knee. Slams him down, but just bounces back up. Catches Vince, goes for a choke slam like maneuver, but Vince caught him. Vince kept hold. Vince kept hold there when the Fiend went for a choke slam. It ended up in sort of a flatliner. What the hell is Vince going for here? Kick to the ribs. Stunner from Vince McMahon. Holy fucking shit. Vince McMahon had a Max Stunner. Here the Max Stunner. The Max Stunner on the Fiend. Stands him back up. Elbow to the face. What the hell is Vince going for now? Pile driver? Fucking pile driver on the concrete in Gorilla. Vince McMahon is not messing around. Vince realizes the Fiend was coming for him. He was going for blood. Oh god. But the Fiend bounces back up like it was nothing. Bouncing Vince around apparently. Shot to the ribs again. This is getting brutal between these two. And I was not expecting it to be this brutal. I was not expecting it to be this even. When I saw that there was some sort of war going on backstage between these two, I was not ready for Vince to be holding his own this well. Launching the Fiend back out into the hallway. Who just catches himself, runs back at Vince, but gets caught into a rib breaker. Look at these two. Just going hard against each other. I mean, there's no let up between these. Oh my god. Vince is going for a pedigree. Vince just pedigreed the Fiend on the concrete. He's hit a McStunner and a pedigree. And the Fiend is still standing. The Fiend is not done. Another Max Stunner! Is that it? Is the Fiend finished? Is he over? Vince McMahon says no. Vince goes to hit him with that set of shelves. But the Fiend is back up. McMahon throws the Fiend into the locker room. Follows him in there. This is kind of insane. Stomps the Fiend's knee down. How the hell is Vince holding his own this well against whatever the fuck he'd classify the Fiend as. Oh god. Catches him, lifts him, slams him on the ground. That's like a 70-plus-year-old man. Goes for a choke again, but Vince fights out of it. Vince is having none of this. Apparently there's a Raw sign there, despite the fact we're backstage at Smackdown. That sign says Raw. Apparently whoever was in this locker room earlier was watching Raw. They were watching the competition. Big punch to the face. Fiend bounces off that TV. Vince Max Stunner again, and this time the Fiend stays down. Vince got the victory. Vince McMahon knocked out the Fiend. Vinnie Mac. Vince McMahon, the 70-plus-year-old man, just knocked out the Fiend. But we need to collect ourselves, because right now we are going in to the Hardcore Championship match. I'm struggling to get over what the fuck we just saw. Either way, we are going into the Hardcore Championship match. It's being re-invoked here. The Hardcore title is back. And we are going 4 guys who are all hungry to prove themselves right now. First up, Australian-born, the Disciple, depending on where you're thinking, it's Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy, however the hell you want to say it.
And is for the WWE Hardcore Championship. Making his way to the ring from Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at 205 pounds, Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, that's one way to say it. I think I said it better. Buddy Murphy here, looking to prove himself, looking to show that he belongs, trying to earn a spot on this roster. If he can win the Hardcore Championship tonight against 3 much more seasoned opponents, one of which at the very, oh, actually 2 of which at the very least are known for a pretty hardcore style. This will be interesting. This is a big opportunity for Buddy. It's a big opportunity for Buddy here to show him, to show the world what he's made of, to show everybody that he belongs on this roster. See how well he hangs. His first opponent, though.
And his opponents first, weighing in at 275 pounds, Harper.
Call him Luke Harper. Call him Brody Lee. Call him whatever the hell you want. This man is dangerous. And he very much knows the hardcore style. It's how he came up. It's how he earned his name. He earned his name with the likes of John Moxley and a few others in a little company called CCW. A company known for hardcore wrestling, known for that extreme style. They sort of picked up the flag that ECW left and ran with it for a while. They became a parody of themselves eventually, but while the likes of Harper, back then Brody Lee, was there, they were something different. They were kind of revolutionary. But the next opponent, the next man, not exactly known for that hardcore style, but I feel he could put himself in that position very well. I feel he could work it. I feel he could make this his own. We see the candles. We see the fancy lighting. We see the handprint. We see Mr. Aleister Black. Again, a man known for violence.
Amsterdam, Netherlands, weighing in at 215 pounds,
Looking at the three people who have shown up for this match so far, you got to think speed advantage is probably going to go to Buddy Murphy. The power and size advantage has got to go to Harper. The striking advantage, without a shadow of a doubt, goes to this man, Aleister Black. There's nobody currently on the roster who's a better striker than this man. He will kick your teeth out of your head and send them into the 27th row. Just for fun. Because that's what he does. He enjoys it. He likes kicking people's teeth out of their faces. It's a weird thing to enjoy, but apparently that's what he's into. Amsterdam is known for people being into weird shit, so we probably shouldn't be surprised. That was a terrible joke as well. I apologise. And we're waiting on the final participant in this match. The final man who's going to be challenging for this hardcore title. I say challenging, there isn't a champion yet. Here to crown the hardcore champion. And it is the one, the only, the legend, that is Matt Hardy. I told you he was going to be in competition later. I said it earlier when his brother was out here for that mixed tag match. Let's see if Matt has better luck than his brother did earlier.
Representing the Hardy Boys, from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 236 pounds, Matt Hardy!
Matt's definitely going to have the experience advantage in this match. Matt's been around a very long time. He knows what he's doing. Matt's definitely got the veteran status in this. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's going to be the most experienced. He's going to have the knowledge in this one. So everybody has a clear-cut advantage of their own. Who's going to be able to capitalise on that the most? Let's find out. Fatal 4-way, Extreme Rules for the Hardcore Championship. Buddy Murphy, Luke Harper, Aleister Black, and Matt Hardy. Let's go. Let's go. Already straight away, Michinoku driver right off the bat and a sleeper hold. I get a funny feeling that the action is going to be really quick in this and I'm not going to be able to keep up with all of it. Exploder suplex there from Aleister Black to Buddy Murphy. Matt Hardy and Luke Harper out of the ring. Not surprising, the two guys known for that hardcore style are the guys who have already gone out of the ring. And the two guys known for the more technical style are staying in the ring. I shouldn't really be surprised, although Aleister Black is kicking the shit out of Buddy Murphy. Matt Hardy and Luke Harper appear to have been fairly even so far. What's Black doing now? Picks him up, sits him on the ropes, knees to the head, knees to the face. Who needs a nose? Matt Hardy though catches him into a neck breaker there. Luke Harper waiting on Matt. You can see he's got clearly bad intentions. I will get my words out in the correct order, I swear. I think Matt was going for that leg drop, but Luke Harper caught him. German suplex. Buddy Murphy with a German of his own. Smallest man in the match going after the biggest now. Sleeper hold there to Luke Harper. Jawbreaker out of it. But Matt catches Harper now. Hooks him up, punch to the head. Clothesline there from Buddy Murphy. Slides out of the ring. Murphy, the first man to go for a weapon. What is he going for? Steel chair. Got himself in the ring. No, he's going after Harper actually. No, not Harper. He's going after Black. Harper is being thrown around by Matt Hardy right now. V1. Hooking him up for a suplex back into the ring. While Buddy Murphy launches Aleister Black into a corner up there. Again, no one with a clear-cut advantage. Buddy Murphy sliding back in the ring to break up that abdominal stretch. Clearly he was worried about it. I wouldn't have thought that it's something to be worried about right now. Oh God. The referee ate shit there. Harper went flying into him. What's Matt Hardy doing? Just running around. Goes to the top rope. What's Matt thinking? Nothing apparently. Aleister Black goes there for a cutter to Buddy Murphy. Arm drag from Buddy, getting the advantage back. Kick to the ribs. They're being incredibly even right now. Matt Hardy getting the crowd to chant delete. He's looking to delete Luke Harper, but no! Harper launches him into the steps. The hell's Black going for? So it's the neck and goes in there with a big, well, it was almost a bicycle knee. It was more of just a running knee to the face. But either way, he was so close to getting the victory there. Aleister Black almost crowned the Hardcore Champion. The re-established Hardcore Champion. Big slam there, fall forward, front slam from Harper. Uppercut to Black. Matt Hardy goes for the chair shot, but Harper catches it, pushes it back in Matt's face. Jumping lariat to the back of the head. Holding Matt by the ears, it looks like. Headbutt. That was nasty. Not something I think I've seen before. Buddy Murphy going for the kendo stick now. Buddy Murphy is the only guy so far that's actually just gone and collected weapons. And he has not been able to use any of them. He's had them all used against him. Black slotted him in the ribs. Goes for the head, but missed. But Buddy Murphy now getting some offense in there on Luke Harper. And just falls to the floor for no apparent reason. And gets caught with a jumping, spinning knee strike to the jaw. Buddy Murphy might be out cold. Black stomps on his face. Uh-oh. Black Mass. I think he's going for the Black Mass. There he is. Out cold. Matt Hardy side effect. Both men go for covers. Oh, but Aleister Black gets the victory. Aleister Black got the cover in a split second before Matt Hardy did. And Aleister Black gets the win. Aleister, the brand new Hardcore Champion, just got that pin in there before Matt Hardy. There was Matt going for the side effect to the pin. Look at that. Aleister gets it in about a second. Just as the 1 count hits, Matt Hardy hooks in his pin on Harper. I feel like this is not the end of this. I get a funny feeling Matt Hardy is not going to be happy with this. I think we have somewhere to go with that. I'm thinking about next week. I'm thinking maybe we do Matt Hardy versus Aleister Black. But either way, we're here now for our main event of the evening. Kofi Kingston, the WWE Champion, teaming up with KO himself, Mr. Kevin Owens, to take on the #1 contender John Cena and the unlikeliest of partners for him, Sami Zayn. I'm curious to see how this goes. Here's KO.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Introducing first, from Marieville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin
Owens. Pretty cool how you say that, I'm not gonna lie. Either way, the big KO is here. The main event this evening. 4 guys who are very much hovering around that WWE Championship picture. The title match currently for the pay-per-view is set to be Cena versus Kofi, but if Owens and Zayn manage to stand out in this, maybe get a victory, maybe if Owens pins Cena or if Zayn pins Kofi, something like that, there's a big possibility that they could weasel their way into this match. We'll have to see how the rest of this goes. Big E once again trying to cut me off, because that's just what he does. He's not even part of this match, he's backstage. Anyway, here's Kofi with the pancakes. Throwing pancakes at them.
Representing the New Day from Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 212 pounds, the World Heavy.
God damn it. Either way, Kofi, WWE Champion, out here with his pancakes, out here to team with Kevin Owens to take on a real mammoth task, to be honest. Let's face it, taking on John Cena at the best of times is hard work. Taking on John Cena in a tag team match with a partner as credible as Sami Zayn could be incredibly difficult. It depends entirely on if Sami's going to be playing ball here. Sami, not the most reliable of partners, but again, neither is Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens has a history of turning on friends and partners. So, maybe trusting Kevin isn't a good idea either. Here he is, the franchise.
From West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena!
That little towel looks stiff as shit. God knows what he's got in that. Actually, I don't want to know what he's got in that to make it that stiff. But either way, John Cena is here. And he's here to take on his opponent come the pay-per-view. It's interesting that when it was announced that there were going to be a tag match this evening, that the partners ended up being Owens and Zayn, who have been known to be both enemies and partners with each other in the past. So it's curious to see what's the thought process of this, and it's interesting to see what's going to happen in this match. Who's going to be able to coexist? Who's going to be able to get the victory? And maybe, just maybe, who's going to be able to weasel their way into this title match? If anybody. I mean, it's very possible and very likely that Cena or Kofi just get the victory and Owens and Zayn are just left out in the cold again, but you've got to think that Owens and Zayn have seen this as a big opportunity and they're going to go for it.
And his partner from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn!
I have one of those hoodies. I bought that Sami Zayn hoodie on WWEshop.com. Not a plug, honestly. But I did, I bought that hoodie. It's nice, it's warm, I like it. But either way, Sami Zayn is here to prove that he belongs in this main event scene. A lot of people don't think that he does. But then again, there's a lot of people that have been begging for him to get the opportunity in the main event scene. And this is his chance. Let's face it, if Sami manages to get a pin here, if Sami manages to get a submission, if he scores the fall in this tag team match, he has a huge argument to be placed in that title match. If he has a good showing, he has a good argument to put himself in position for a title shot in the future. Looks like we're starting with one of the best rivalries of 2015, I want to say. Kevin Owens and John Cena. These two men going hold for hold right now. Technical wrestling there. Headlock takeover from Owens. Cena manages to roll out of it into a standing headlock of his own. Traps the arm above the head. Hammerlock style. Goes behind. Arm lock of his own. It's kind of a hammerlock of his own, actually. Pushes him away. Very even so far. Shot to the back. Owens picks Cena up on his shoulders, but Cena manages to punch Owens in the top of his head to drop down behind. Half and half into a neck breaker. That was nice from Cena. The jorts give him power. Time to the corner and a tag to Sami Zayn. Okay. Double big back body drop there from Zayn and Cena. Owens was all out of sorts there for a second. He was all tangled up on the floor. These two have had some epic matches over the years. Zayn able to throw Owens in the corner. Big clothesline to the back of the head. Owens just about keeping the advantage here. Oh, Canadian cocktease. Shut up, that's what it's called. Owens going over to his corner. Looked like he was going to tag in Kofi, but seemed to decide against it. Go home driver from Owens. Oh, but gets caught with a little swift kick to the temple from Sami Zayn. But goes back over and tags in Cena. It looks like Zayn and Cena are actually being able to team quite well. Owens and Kofi have done nothing of the sort so far. Big Canadian neckbreaker there from Owens. Owens not tagged Kofi in once, although it looks like he's going for it now. Cena and Zayn have been a bit more frequent with the tags. Granted, they've only had 2, but they had a double team maneuver. They seem to have been staying in each other's corners. They've not shown any signs of being against each other, whereas Cena and Owens kind of have. Cena and Owens? Kofi and Owens. What am I talking about? I'm thinking about that because Cena just pulled a Yoshi tonic out of fucking nowhere. That was straight out of his ass. Oh, and drops him on the apron there while Kofi starts taunting. Big swinging backdrop there from Owens. Kofi picks him up. Double-handed chop to the traps. Gutbuster there from Kofi. Cena straight back to his feet. Looked like he was going to go for a drop kick, but Kofi caught him and threw him back in the ring. Does that punch style kick to the ribs, but gets caught with a clothesline. Cena, what's he going for now? Deadlift. Deadlifts him. Gut wrench suplex. Gut wrench suplex there from Cena. Dragging Kingston back towards the centre of the ring and goes for a cover. Barely a 1 count on the WWE champion. It's going to take a lot more than that to put Kofi away, John. So that no-selling a DDT. Monkey flip. Cena not happy. Cena drops Kofi with a DDT. And Kofi just sprung straight back to his feet. Goes for the Trouble in Paradise, but didn't quite catch it. Cena there with a big scoop power slam. You saw Kofi going for that Trouble in Paradise. He just didn't quite have it lined up correctly. Cena was able to slide to the side and catch Kofi and drop him there with that sort of scoop sit out power slam style maneuver. Oh, what's Kofi going for now? Stomps. Repeated stomps. Owens tags in. Oh, this is a New Day special. This is very much a New Day special. But Kofi is getting it going with Owens. The Unicorn Stampede. And Kofi throws Owens into it with the drop kick. Usually it's Kofi that gets thrown in with the drop kick. That was pretty cool, actually. Owens joining in with the New Day's, regular tag team maneuvers. The Unicorn Stampede there to John Cena. Owens kick to the ribs. Canadian cock tease maybe. There it is. Drops Cena on his spine. Stands him back up. Hooked up there. Collar and elbow, but Cena pulls away. Goes over, slaps the hand away. Owens throws him into the corner. Zayn does not look happy. Zayn looks panicked. Despite the fact that Zayn is teaming with arguably one of the best to have ever done it. He's getting his ass kicked right now, and Zayn really needs in there. Owens, go home driver. Go home driver to Cena. Cena is not doing well right now. Cena is getting his ass handed to him. Big style. Thrown to the corner. Owens follows him in, kicks him in the ribs. Cannonball. Oh no, showing off. Showing off first. There's the cannonball. He came in like a cannonball. 1, 2. Oh no, he got it. Owens got it. Owens pinned Cena with a cannonball, and Zayn was not able to break it up in time. Kevin Owens just pinned the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. Kevin Owens pinned John Cena, and he pinned him with a cannonball senton. He didn't even hit him with a stunner or a pop-up powerbomb. He managed to hit him with the cannonball. Although that was impressive. There it is, the cannonball senton. Took Cena out. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just before Zayn was able to break it up.
Kevin Owens and Kofi Kingston.
You got to think there that Owens might have just secured himself a spot in that WWE Championship match. He's just pinned the #1 contender. The argument is there to be made that Owens has just earned himself a title shot. I'm just going to say it. The argument is there to be made. And thank you everybody for joining us tonight on Smackdown. That was an interesting show. We've crowned a hardcore champion. The Fiend and Vince McMahon had a brawl backstage, and somehow Vinnie Mac knocked the Fiend out cold. And Kevin Owens has pinned John Cena. That was an interesting show. Thank you everybody for joining me. I will see you next time when we come back with NXT. Thank you everybody, and good night.